What's going on, guys? I'm Brooks from Big Motorsports again, and I'm going to tell you about this. This right here, we've been waiting for a long time for this thing to come out. This is the brand new Yamaha YXZ1000R. Now, this thing has been hyped for a lot, and I think Yamaha freaking delivered. This thing is beautiful. It really come through, and they've gone with some of this tried and true stuff like we've talked about in past videos. Box podium shocks with nice big piggybacks, your 2.5s, center shafts. Everybody knows what that kind of stuff does. It works well, the way this is set up. This right here really gives you, for one, it's cool, but the long sloping front end gives you really good vision while you're sitting back up here. For the dunes, for the rock, crawling, any of the trails, anything like that, you're gonna be able to see exactly where the trail's going, what you're able to do with this badass machine. Pardon my terminology, but it is. Now, it really doesn't do anything up here but look cool, the shots coming out the front, but hey man, you're spending $20,000 on a machine, it needs to look cool too. They've gone with some of the other stuff, beadlock wheels. These things right here not only, again, look cool, but you can really drop the PSI in these tires and run a very, very low pressure, which helps you in your rock crawling, doing any of your trail riding, anything like that. It kind of smooths everything out. And also, when you start wanting a little bit more aggressive tires than these bighorns that come factory on this machine, you already have a wheel that's capable of taking those things. Some larger paddle tires if you wanted to go and have a little bit more, like some of the rock crawlers use the big boggers and everything else, some of the big paddles. That wheel right there will take anything you want to throw at it and be efficient at it as well. Now, this is a brand new machine from the ground up. They've literally taken everything and redone it. Yamaha has kind of stepped out and they didn't step in a pile of you-know-what making this thing. The interior, the fit and finish of this machine is absolutely phenomenal. The seats, nice finish on these. This is going to be weatherproof, everything else. It's very rubberized, so this is not going to simply tear and everything else like some of the other manufacturers that are going to remain nameless currently right now. This is phenomenal. Everything is where you're at. It's very driver centralized. Your wheel is adjustable. It comes right back to you. The seats are adjustable front to rear, and you can really get in there and feel like you're part of this machine. As you can see, it's a sequential shift. It's not an automatic. It's not a true 5-speed in the technical sense of the word. It's a sequential shift. It does have a clutch and everything else. 5-speed. It's a bump shift. If you're hammering on it, bah, 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 just like you're in like a dune buggy or rally buggy or anything like that. Now, I would say that this machine everything's new, but they've kind of taken the 1000cc triple, which, by the way, I don't know if you've been doing any kind of research, they're going to be putting this in their new watercraft. Yamaha's outdone themselves on this machine. One, it's the first triple when it comes to a machine like this, and it's got the most power out of a non-turbocharged and aspirated motor, excuse me. It has gone down as far as getting into these header pipes are all the exact same length. The reason being, one is more efficient. The compression ratio that's run off of these things can be dead on, piston per piston per piston. So this is going to be extremely efficient, and I mean, it's Yamaha. It's going to be reliable. There's no two ways about it. They've toyed with the triples and their FZ line in the streets. Now you pretty much got a super sport bike motor and side-by-side, and this thing is just nasty. First gear's real long. You don't have to do a bunch of shifting when you're out riding in the woods and everything, and some of you guys are going to be a little bit weary of the fact that it's a 5-speed and not an automatic. When you talk about trail riding and everything else, this thing growls and just grunts from the bottom end. And if you really don't want to have to do any shifting, cruise clutch and call it quits, man. This thing right here is a game changer. It is unbelievable. They did it right. They waited long enough. Yamaha, again, hit one out of the park with this thing. It is phenomenal. If you want to get one of these, and trust me, you do, come and see me, Brooks, at Big Motorsports. Got the baddest thing on the planet sitting right here, guys.